Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is RJC, and today I'm going to be reacting to a Billy Styler video, because Billy Styler literally commented on my video from 2 years ago, or almost 3 years ago. Yeah, it took him that long to comment. Of course, I don't. Of course, he was probably just busy and stuff. But anyway, I'm going to be reacting to the SCP that haunts children every Christmas. I know Christmas was last year, but hey, it's never too late, huh? Just watch it. Okay. There we go.
It begins every December as families gather to celebrate the warmth of the holidays. Somewhere in the frozen wilderness, it stirs, watching, waiting. No
Definitely not
locks
Santa
can stop
Claus.
it. No walls can keep it out. It knows where you are, and it always finds a way inside. They call it the Yule Man. When it comes, it always takes something you can't replace. The only question is, will your family be next?
Over the top creepiness. This is definitely a Billy Styler video. SCP-4666. Interesting. This is a video essay. Okay. SCP Universe is a work of fiction. Don't worry about it.
The SCP Foundation is humanity's first and last line of defense against the anomalous. Beings, objects, and phenomena that defy the natural order of our world. Their mission is clear but not simple. Secure these anomalies, contain them, and protect the world from their dangers. You may have heard of them before. Perhaps you've read about SCP-096, a creature so dangerous it kills anyone who sees its face.
Damn.
Yet evades full containment no matter how many times the Foundation tries. Or SCP-087, the infamous Endless Staircase, a place that defies explanation and instills an unbearable sense of dread. But the Foundation's resources, as vast as they are, have their limits. There are anomalies that even they cannot contain. Beings that roam freely, inflicting chaos and terror wherever they go. These are the Foundation's worst nightmares. Uncontainable entities that strike without warning, leaving only destruction and unanswered questions in their wake. SCP-4666, also known as the Yule Man, is one of those nightmares. For centuries, this entity has haunted isolated, snow-covered regions of the world, targeting families in their most vulnerable moments. Witnesses describe it as an impossibly tall, skeletal figure with hollow, lifeless eyes that seem to watch and know everything. Its emaciated frame appears frail, yet its presence exudes power, something ancient and otherworldly. But what truly sets SCP-4666 apart isn't its appearance, it's the calculated precision. The Yule Man doesn't strike randomly. It follows a pattern, one the Foundation has been tracking for centuries. This is no ordinary monster. It's a creature with a purpose. A ritual so horrifying and deliberate that its victims aren't just killed, they're destroyed.
Ooh, okay, that's very strong. Very strong word. Yeah.
Every year, SCP-4666 begins its ritual with the SCP Foundation call Weihnacht events. These events span 12 nights, from December 21st to January 2nd, always targeting isolated families in snowy rural areas with at least one child under the age of 8. The signs begin innocently. Barefoot footprints appear in the snow, leading towards the house, but never away. Children report seeing a tall figure watching from the woods or a nearby field, silent and unmoving. By the 8th night, the family hears footsteps on the roof or attic, and the house grows oppressive, filled with an inexplicable rancid smell. And on the 12th night, the Yule Man strikes. The Yule Man enters without a sound, incapacitating the family and gathering them into a single room. Then, the nightmare unfolds. In some cases, family members are pinned to the walls by sharp instruments, restrained like grotesque Christmas ornaments. Others have their bones bent and twisted into unnatural shapes, their remains meticulously arranged in cryptic patterns. Symbols, etched into the walls and skin, are left behind, their meaning lost to anything human. And when the Yule Man is done, he takes the youngest child, always under 8, carrying them into the cold winter night, never to be seen again.
Creepy. Just creepy, man. Ugh. Trust me, I'd be scared of Christmas if that thing exists all the time.
In rare cases, about 15% of recorded events, the family is left alive. But the morning of January 2nd brings horrors of a different kind. At the foot of the children's beds are Weihnacht presents, grotesque handcrafted objects made from human remains, dolls adorned with human hair, flutes carved from hollowed bones, a ball made of skin with a core containing something so unspeakable, I'm not even allowed to say it without affecting this platform. These are not gifts of compassion, they are warnings, reminders that the Yule Man can return. Why some families are spared remains a mystery, but once the 12 nights begin, there's no stopping SCP-4666. The Yule Man's Weihnacht events are horrifying enough in their patterns, but when looking at specific cases, the depth of its cruelty becomes even more apparent. Some leave you questioning how such brutality could exist. Others reveal small, terrifying details that only deepen the mystery. But let's start with one of the most horrifying examples.
Oh boy, here we go.
The small coastal town of Skudeneshaven had always been quiet. Its winters harsh, but uneventful. Until that 12th night. When Foundation agents arrived, the basement of the family's home told a story of unspeakable horror. The parents and 2 older children had been restrained, their bodies shook from immense force. Each limb had been removed from the sockets with such violence that the room was stained in patterns that defied natural explanation. Their remains were meticulously arranged. The snots, cut into equal lengths, had been placed in a radiating pattern around their bodies, as if part of a larger ritual. Symbols drawn in leaf matter line the basement walls, their meaning incomprehensible. And the youngest child, a 5-year-old girl, was gone. All that remained of her presence was a small stuffed toy clutched by one of the victims and soaked in blood.
Okay,
The brutality of this event left no clear motive beyond torment. The precision, the ritual, and the overwhelming horror of the scene almost seemed to point to one conclusion. SCP-4666 does not kill for the sake of killing. It kills for something else.
Definitely.
Not all Weissnacht events are easily explained, even within the framework of the Ullman methods. The case in Eichstätt, Germany remains one of the most puzzling on record. In this event, the family was discovered in a stable adjoining their home. Each member, parents and 5 children, had been restrained, their hands pinned to the walls by knives, pitchforks, and other sharp tools. But the method of their deaths was far stranger. Their tongue had been removed, leaving them to bleed out in silence. What Foundation agents found most unsettling, however, were the patterns painted in blood on the hides of the family's livestock. Intricate symbols, geometric yet unrecognizable, covered every inch of the stable. On the plus side, the animals themselves were not harmed. But what purpose could these symbols serve? The answers remain as elusive as the Yule Man himself.
Damn, that's just terrifying.
Most Weissnacht events leave no survivors, but the incident in Hoona, Alaska stands as one of the most disturbing exceptions. When Foundation agents arrived, they discovered something horrifying at the foot of a child's bed, a crude life-size doll. Upon closer inspection, it became clear that this was no ordinary present. The doll was the emaciated body of a 7-year-old girl, later identified as Ekaterina Morozova, a child abducted 2 years earlier during an event in Russia.
Damn.
Ekaterina's body had been horrifically altered. The dress had been stitched directly to her skin. Her lips were sewn shut with thread made of human and her locks had been replaced with that of another child. Her fingernails were also replaced with those from another, painted red with a blood-based solution. Yet despite these horrific modifications, Ekaterina was still alive.
What? Dude, how is that
Agents
possible?
immediately airlifted her to a hospital in Juneau, where she survived for a while longer. During that time, she provided the Foundation with one of the most detailed accounts of SCP-4666's operations ever recorded. Speaking weakly through her reopened lips, she described the vast underground network of tunnels where she and the other children were forced to craft the toys the Yule Man leaves behind. Those who failed, those too weak or too ill to work, were repurposed into the toys themselves. Ekaterina eventually succumbed to her injuries shortly after the interview. But her testimony revealed a truth far more disturbing than the Foundation had previously understood. The Yule Man's actions go beyond random violence. They're deliberate, ritualistic, disturbingly purposeful. Each of the 12 nights is meticulously crafted to unravel its victims, both mentally and physically, building toward a finale of terror. But why? SCP-4666 isn't just a being. It's a specter that has haunted humanity for centuries. From Krampus to Scandinavian winter spirits, its presence echoes in myths and legends across the ages. These tales all reflect a shared fear, the vulnerability of isolation, the dangers of the cold, and the darkness that watches from the edge of a forest. Whether SCP-4666 inspired these legends, or was shaped by them, it's clear that the Yule Man embodies something primal. Something that has always been there, watching, waiting.
My gosh.
For the SCP Foundation, the Yule Man is a grim reminder of their limits. They cannot contain it. They cannot stop it. They can only try and hide the truth. But the stories persist. Whispers of the Yule Man spread across the darkest and coldest parts of the planet, impossible to suppress completely. But why does it do what it does? What is its purpose? And why are some spared while others are destroyed? These are the questions we may never answer.
Yeah.
However, what we do know is terrifying enough. SCP-4666 cannot be reasoned with, bargained with, or stopped. The Yule Man will return, as it always has. And as long as the snow falls and the nights grow long, the only question that remains is, who will he choose next?
Definitely not me. Hopefully not me.
As always, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, good night.
Alright. Well, that was certainly an interesting video. That story was that if that creature was real, I'd say that if that creature was real, that literally made Halloween seem way more fun than Christmas. Like, wow. Imagine like going out for Christmas and then expecting the best gifts you ever received, like a PS2 or something, but then all you got is this monster who literally is about to destroy you for no apparent reason. Or some reason. I don't know. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like, subscribe to Billy Styler, and I'll see you in the next one.